You're now listening to the Diversity Roundtable. I'm Pamela Klaba, entrepreneur, inclusion enthusiast, and the founder of Nonkosi Creatives with over 2 decades as a corporate HR professional. My goal is to give you insights into conversations with entrepreneurs and corporate professionals who have insightful stories of triumph and leadership. I uncover my personal journey from cultivating diversity and promoting inclusive communities. We'll also find out why building a prosperous society is vital for leadership roles. Subscribe and get ready to rise, lead, and help define the spirit of South African excellence. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am your host, Pamela Klaba, for the Diversity Roundtable. We are at it here in Durban. We've been invited by Momentum Metropolitan Holdings to just really witness this wonderful initiative in them supporting women in farming in the KZN area. So I've got 2 lovely ladies with me, from the same family, Nqobile Cele and Nokukhanya Cele, and together they run an organization called Imisebe Agri Services. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you?
You're great. Wonderful. So please, the reason why we started this channel was to inspire young people and young professionals and entrepreneurs and to listen to the stories. And I'm just so eager as well to just find out about what your story is. But first and foremost, tell us about what is Imisebe Agri Services. Maybe let's start with you, Nqobile. Tell us who you are, where are you from, and then tell us what is Imisebe Agri Services.
Okay. We are both from Uganda, Maranhel. It's Maranhel. So Imisebe Agri Services, it's a company. Our operations involve cultivating, processing, and sales of fresh vegetables.
Yes.
We also run a water kiosk, which we sell purified bottled water and refill services.
Yes.
We also do accredited trainings in crop production and offer agricultural services to other farmers. Yeah, that's what we do, as you said.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking, no, I'm just interviewing these 2 ladies who are just starting and whatnot. So when did you start then, Nokukhanya, just to build on what Nqobile has shared, just walk us through the journey briefly.
Right. So growing up, we've always had a backyard garden at home, but then it was just a backyard garden for us to eat and then maybe give some to our neighbors as well. But during the COVID-19, we were both working at a restaurant at that time and we got retrenched, both of us. And then now we're sitting at home and thinking, okay, cool. Now this is not the life we want to live. What is going to happen to our family in case things do not get better?
Yeah.
Fortunately for us, we had already applied for the Women in Farming program with Momentum and Metropolitan Foundation.
Yes.
So when they called us through, we had to move to Pietermaritzburg for 2 months.
Yeah.
That was after the COVID though.
Yes.
For 2 months, and then we started getting training and incubation from Nqobile.
Yeah.
Where we learned essential skills on how to actually grow our businesses from being small backyard gardens into proper businesses. That is where we actually started learning about business, hearing the waves fly around canvas, business canvas, revenue streams, and you're like, okay, what is happening?
Yes.
But eventually we got the hang of it.
Yeah.
And then we had to go back home after the program finished.
Yes.
And then we had to start working on our land now. And then we started taking this farming thing a bit more serious.
Yes.
So we've never looked back ever since.
Yeah, and how long ago was this again, sorry?
2022. 2022 years.
Sure. So you've been going now for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just really, really wonderful. Honestly, it is. But I mean, you started to say that you applied for funding through Momentum Metropolitan Holdings, right? So how did you even apply? How did you know that this is what you are supposed to do, to apply? How did you find out about Momentum Metropolitan Holdings, that this is what they do in terms of funding?
Okay, after the program, after 2 months, at the end of the program, there was a pitching competition.
Yeah.
So all the 60 ladies were going to pitch. for the cash prize. We decided not to pitch individually.
Yeah.
We formed cooperatives.
Yes.
Went there, we pitched, and we won 80,000 worth of farming resources.
Yes.
That's how we started. The following year, we moved back to Durban. We rented out, we leased 3,000 square meters of land at Monastery Farm. That's where the farming resources came in handy. Because we had no capital whatsoever besides the resources. We made use of those resources, and by the end of the first season, we managed to double that 80,000. So from there, we've been growing daily. We are growing. We are learning something new. The business is thriving, and we are fighting. Right now, we just want to transition from being small-scale farmers to commercial farmers. That's what we are looking at the moment.
So how do you then make your money? So what is the value chain? So you are saying that you want to now move away from being small-scale farmers to like full-on commercial farming. So, but then being small-scale farmers today, right? So how do you make your money? How did you get to double that amount?
Okay, just like how Nqobile said, we are leasing currently 3,000 squares at the Monastery Farm. So what we do is that we wake up every day, we go and harvest spinach. We harvest spinach, we put it in water, and then we continue with our daily activities. And then come around, say after 3 to 4, we pick up that spinach and we go and stand by the side of the road, and then we start selling. And fortunately for us, the community has been amazing. The support they've been giving us. We are able to sell more than 50 bunches of spinach a day.
Which is 500 rand.
That is every day. Making something like 500 rand, 600 rand every day. And then we'll only not sell, say, maybe from Friday, because we'll have to put fertilizers and things like that. But then come the following Monday, we start selling again. It has gotten to a point whereby we get people who now come to us who also want to buy spinach to go and resell. So I've just been growing from there, and the support from the community has been amazing. Because at first, when we looked at the area, we were like, okay, now we've got land, but where are we going to find the market? And we're very frustrated. Just okay, the spinach is ready, but what are we going to do with it? Until one day we just decided, no, what? This place is actually very busy with people walking up and down when they're coming from work. Okay, we took the spinach, stood by the road, and it's been flying ever since.
So you're telling me then that, you know, sometimes you don't have to first wait for commercial opportunities. You just need to think outside of the box.
Exactly.
And say, you know, what do I do with the space that I have now and within the community that I have? So the community is benefiting, you are benefiting, they're also benefiting in the sense that now you are becoming resellers as well. So you're getting other people to own their businesses through your initiative. So how did you then get involved with Nqobile? How did you even know that there was something called Nqobile farming? Nqobile organized farming, for you guys to even get your training?
When we applied for the program, Momentum Farming Program, we first met, we were first introduced to Nqobile as the launch. So we met Ma'am Joy, this lovely lady. But we officially started spending time with her when the program started. Because we were using her house, her working offices as where we were training and stuff. During that period, we formed a very strong bond because she was there for us on very personal level. Even with things that we struggled with beside forming the business and stuff, she was there for us. So that's how we got acquainted with Nqobile.
So looking back now, so there are also young people like yourselves, right? So just before we close, and looking back, and obviously you took the right decision and look at where you are now, right? So would you say that you will still go back to corporate world or look for a job? And what has this journey done for you in that context? You know, obviously it has totally changed your way of thinking and your way of being and the way of life, right? So what would you then say to young people in that context? Because now you're running your own business and So would you maybe want to go back to Pretoria with me and look for a job? Yeah, yes.
No, never. No, we're not looking back. There's no going back now. We always joke about it when we're working in the field and say, if somebody comes here and they ask for the workers, we're like, okay, we are here. And then say, can I please speak to the manager? We're like, okay, you can talk to us. And then they're like, no, but now I want to speak to the boss. I'm like, okay, we are the bosses.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's just a matter of saying wherever you are, start small. It's just like how our mentor always used to say, do well where you are, and then the bees will just automatically start coming to the flower. So that is just what we've been working on, to actually say we're gonna do very, very well with the small space that we have. And then it's just we're gonna grow from there on.
Yes. Thank you so much, ladies. Really, I appreciate it. I'm so sad now because we've got limited time. But now that obviously we've built this relationship, I'm sure there's an entire journey that we are going to walk, and then we're going to follow your journey over the next few months, even next year, just to see how you actually eventually get into the commercial space, right? So I think for you, Nqobile, then as we close, any last words then, just for our young people looking at your lens there?
Okay. To the young people interested into getting into farming, firstly, I would advise those people to that whatever you get into, don't ever agree on anything without anything binding. I'm talking about land. When you are leasing land, agreements, take-off agreements, you've got to have contracts. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to have lots of produce on your hands and you don't have the market. Because at the initial phase, you thought that we had an off-take agreement with somebody else. So I'll advise them to join those programs. There are a lot of programs out there that have a lot of skills that are very handy when you are in this industry. Work hard. Being on boss doesn't mean that some days you get days off. Like for us, we work from Monday to Sunday. We work on holidays. We work on weekends. So give it your all. It will work out. And be patient. The money doesn't start coming in at the beginning. You have to be patient, work on it. It will work out.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to you lovely ladies, Nqobile and Nokukhanya. We are so honored and we are so blessed, and I know you'll continue to shoot the lights out. So no going back to Pretoria with you guys.
No, never. We'll come to visit.
So I must actually come here. No, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
The rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're now listening to the Diversity Roundtable. I'm Pamela Cele, entrepreneur, inclusion enthusiast, and the founder of Nonkosi Creatives with over 2 decades as a corporate HR professional. My goal is to give you insights into conversations with entrepreneurs and corporate professionals who have insightful stories of triumph and leadership. I uncover my personal journey from cultivating diversity and promoting inclusive communities. We'll also find out why building a prosperous society is vital for leadership roles. Subscribe and get ready to rise, lead, and help define the spirit of South African excellence.